What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Shot back again. Another video. Yo, Black Adam. It's time, baby. It's been a minute since I did a movie review, right? I think Dragon Ball Super. What the heck was that movie even called? Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I did that. Check that out. Whenever the heck that was, last month, 2 months ago, whatever that was. This time doing Black Adam movie review. Hasn't been that many movies, man. Otherwise, I would do more. But anyway, look. This movie, I'm going to just say straight away. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers in the second half of the video. But this movie was good. I was very surprised. I wasn't really expecting a whole lot. Honestly, like, I don't know nothing about Black Adam. So, caveat, I don't know nothing about the Black Adam at all. But apparently in this movie, they're calling him Death Adam because he's a killer and he's ruthless, which is just freaking amazing. So I'm going to start with that. He freaking just bodies everybody. Total destruction, annihilation. I'm talking like blasting holes through people. Like the first dude he gets his hands on, he fries him. Like just chokes the hell out of him, fries him. It's crazy, man. The movie's legit, like a lot of crazy special effects. They definitely put their money, they put their foot into the special effects. Like it starts off, it's like quick because they actually tell a pretty long story. The movie is like a little bit over 2 hours long, so they tell a pretty long story. But it toward the end is when it kind of starts to feel like it was actually 2 hours because there's even one part of the movie where you feel like the movie's over, but it's not. It kind of pulls like. If y'all remember the movie The Dark Knight, like with the Joker, there was kind of a part where it looked like, oh, it looks like they might have defeated him, but then it's like, no, there's one more final act, right? So it's something kind of like that, you know, so definitely check out this movie. It was really good. Like, they have these crazy fight scenes, like, just to kind of give a little bit of the story, like, the main character played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson is Black Adam. He's from like another time period, like way before like the pyramids and all this stuff, from a place called Kahndaq. It's like a totally fictional place. I'm assuming because I never heard of that, so I'm assuming it's totally fictional. And he was like a slave. And long story short, since he was so heroic, he ends up eventually becoming a Black Adam and gets these powers granted to him by wizards and stuff. So he becomes their hero, but then when he somehow or another gets fast forwarded to modern times, it's like he's not a hero. He just kind of takes out whoever gets in his way. You know, he has these goofy one-liners, like when he takes somebody out, but it's because there's like this whole family. It's like a mom, a brother, and her son, and they're like encouraging him to be more of like a human, you know, show some more compassion, maybe joke around, because Black Adam never cracks a smile. The entire movie, he never cracks a smile. I don't think I saw him do one of those the whole movie, even if he made some sort of joke or sarcasm or anything like that. But yo, I'm not gonna go too deep into the story, but just know I felt like the story was good. Like the main pillars of this movie, story was good. It had a good story. My opinion, had a good story. The characters, like the brother, so the main mom's brother, like, yeah, the brother was goofy as hell. Like, they had a little bit of humor in it, like, and it wasn't like too much. Like some people, I don't know, people are weird. Like people don't like to laugh. I love to laugh in these movies, and they definitely had some humor, but it wasn't too much. It was actually a pretty serious tone movie with like a little hint of humor here and there, especially with the brother and the son. You know, and a little bit of Black Adam, like little teeny tiny bit of that. So they did good with all of that. So like the story, characters, a lot of folks hadn't even mentioned. Like there was like a bunch of additional heroes. They had Dr. Fate in this bit. Yo, fam, like freaking Black Adam fought all of them, body, all of them. It was crazy. It was like one of the best fight scenes in the movie. Was like. That was like toward the beginning of the movie, or at least the first half of the movie. It was freaking awesome, man. Like there was like multiple Dr. Fates like holding Black Adam down, and he was like, you know, I'm about to beat y'all ass, right? Man of his word. You know, they had some dude, I think he called himself like the Hawk. I don't know all of them, so apologies for anybody who's like a purist. I don't know all these characters, but I know Dr. Fate. You know what I'm saying? I knew Dr. Fate from, was it Injustice? I don't remember if Black Adam was in that game. I don't remember him being in there, but anyway, apparently in this movie, Black Adam's stronger than Dr. Fate. And he's stronger. There's like 4 of them that Black Adam fights. Like Dr. Fate, some dude I think calls himself the Hawk, some chick with wind powers, and a dude who can grow big and shrink back down to normal size like Ant-Man. I think the difference is that he never shrunk to be small. He only grew larger or back down to human size. That's the only difference I really noticed between him and Ant-Man. And it's not supposed to be based off his suit. It's supposed to be like he can, like his body is doing it, not just his suit. So there's a difference. But they all fight Black Adam, bodied. Your boy is a beast out here. It's crazy, man. So that happens, and a lot of stuff happens in the movie. I'm not gonna go scene by scene and say everything that happens, but just know that there's reasons why they fight. And of course, you can probably guess, like at some point, something's gonna kind of bring them together where they gotta take on a bigger threat and stuff. And you know, that kind of brings you to the villain. I kind of briefly touch on that. I think that was, if there was anything somebody could maybe criticize, is the villain wasn't like the greatest villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's gonna be Thanos and snap the freaking universe out of existence, or, you know, Heath Ledger's Joker, right? Like, not everybody's gonna be like that. So that much, I would say, maybe that was missing. That's like one of the reasons I would take the score down like a little teeny tiny bit. But that aside, like all the other characters, including the villain wasn't bad. He just wasn't like amazing, right? So, and they do have a serious villain in this. You kind of got to see the movie to really understand, because I don't think they revealed him in the trailers, or at least I didn't see it. So definitely worth checking out. So what was I saying? The story, good. Characters, good. Action scenes were incredible. There was a lot of them. So I wish somebody would say that, man, you know what Black Adam needed? More action. Like, no, shut the hell up. There was like constant fighting in the movie. Some people might even complain that it was like too much. It was too much fighting. Like, it wasn't like Transformers, like freaking all out, balls to the walls, explosions. It wasn't like just freaking ridiculous, but it was a lot of freaking fighting. To me, it was like the perfect amount. It's like they had this crazy action scene, this fight, like sometimes for like almost no reason. Like one of the characters got ticked off at another character for a simple comment they made, and all of a sudden there's a fight, right? It's kind of like real life, but then it would slow down. You get a little bit more of the backstory behind Black Adam, and in some cases some other characters. So, you know, they really did a lot, including with the other 4 heroes that at one point Black Adam fights. You know, there's some story behind them as well. Of course, there's a lot of characters, so they can't have these full-fledged Naruto-style backstories that last episodes at a time. So there's nothing super crazy, but they give you just enough, or at least it was just enough for me. So story, characters, action, like all of those, like to me were top tier. Then you have the soundtrack. Soundtrack was good. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what was bad? Like, the special effects were good. Like, what other pillars of the movie do they have? I mean, it's like everything I think of. Like, you got acting. The acting I felt like was solid. You know, some people might not like Black Adam's character because he's not a big talker, right? He's like really stoic. Like, he's extremely stoic. He barely he does, even though he made some jokes. I don't know if he makes jokes in the comic books. I haven't read DC comics like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know pretty much Batman, Superman, like Justice League. I know like the main characters, and that's pretty much it. Like most normies, right? But when you get outside of that, like, I don't know nothing about Black Adam like that. So as far as who he is in comics, who knows? But in the movie, he's like really, really stoic, and he's like with the occasional smart ass comment, and it's mainly because of influence he had from other characters who literally were telling him like, hey dude, like, lighten up, like, you're scaring us, bro, like, you're killing everybody, you know what I'm saying? But he's not like a bad guy. Like that much is established from the very beginning. He's definitely not a bad guy, but he does kill. And I remember they showed that in the trailer. And he definitely is a man of his word because he is a ruthless, cold-blooded killer. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, like, I mean, what else is there in the movie? Like, I covered the acting. I felt like the acting was good. Like, really awesome way that the movie ended. There's like a lot of tricky stuff happens at the end. By the time you get to the end, you almost don't know what the heck's gonna happen to like certain characters. Like there actually is a threat of, are all the characters gonna live, or is like somebody gonna die? Is gonna be like one or two characters not gonna make it? This is an actual real threat, guys. Like, this is not a false alarm. This is not a drill. Like, people get bodied in this movie, you know. So I mean, just get ready if you're gonna go see this movie. I strongly recommend it for anybody who's like, DC movies. A lot of the DC movies kind of suck. You know, Aquaman was kind of good, and you know, the Zack Snyder 4-hour movie was pretty good, but they took 4 hours for it to be good. You know, if you're on the fence, definitely recommend. If you like superhero movies, I mean, it's an absolute. It's a must watch. Definitely good. Better than like Batman vs Superman and stuff like that. But you know, I'm trying to think like what I could compare it to. Probably the best thing I could compare it to is probably like Aquaman. You know, it's about that quality. So if you didn't like Aquaman in terms of like the level of quality, like visual effects and the amount of fights, I feel like there's definitely like more fights in this movie, like for sure. Like, definitely more fights in this movie, but you know, it's about, to me, it's about that level of quality for Aquaman. So if you needed like to scale it somewhere, it's around that level. So if you like Aquaman, you're probably like this movie in the terms of quality and acting and action and visuals and stuff like that. So strongly recommend. 9 out of 10. Not perfect. If the villain was a little bit better, that probably would have been it, fam. I loved all those fights. I feel like some of those fight scenes, I literally would like go and like look them up on YouTube or watch the whole movie again just to see some of the fight scenes. Like the cinematography, like they had a lot of slow motion on the action sequences, like the chick with the wind powers. I didn't really talk about them that much, and I'm not gonna, because I don't want this video to be too long, but the chick with the wind powers, like, you know, she was doing all kinds of like freaking, she looking like she's a freaking airbender, like what she literally was. She had wind powers, so she was bending the air and stuff, and they had a bunch of slow motion sequences and stuff. Man, it was lit, fam. It was crazy. And then the post-credit scene, oh my God. Shut the front door, bro. Stay for the post-credit. There's only one post-credit scene. It's like in the middle of the credits. Definitely don't walk away. Okay? Don't walk away. Hopefully the internet doesn't spoil it. Everything's spoiled all the time now in like 2 minutes after release. So hopefully it's not spoiled, but definitely stay for that. So 9 out of 10. Movie was awesome. Definitely check it out. That's it. There's probably lots of different stuff I could talk about, but I'm gonna leave it at that for now. You know what I'm saying? If some other opportunity comes up, maybe I'll talk about it some more at some other point. But it definitely looks like there's gonna be a sequel. They definitely need to have a sequel. Like, they knew that they did good. I got a feeling that they knew they did good, and they was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a sequel to this. So yeah, definitely check out this movie. Go see it. Recording this Thursday. Official release date is Friday. Definitely check it out. If you got time, go check out this movie. Anyway, y'all, look, we out this bit. Man, Black Panther got a lot to live up to. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to do this. Marvel, so that, you know, all of their stuff is like usually pretty like 8, 9, 10 quality. So they should be able to. Anyway, y'all, look, we gonna see. Look, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to. Thumbs up. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/RashadLamar. Appreciate everybody watching. Enjoy y'all's weekend. Emily Wants to Play video coming out tomorrow, I think. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.